Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're taking a look at an awesome new set of instructions that I picked up on Rebrickable for a double natural history museum. This set of instructions takes advantage of two copies of Lego's Natural History Museum modular, a really cool set, but takes those two sets and uses them to come up with a really epic natural history museum that is 80 by 32 studs. That is 2.5 base plates wide, and it has 3 floors: the ground floor, first floor, second floor. Really impressed by the work that the designer has done here. This particular instruction set was designed by Isibricks, and big fan of their work. You may recall they designed the cherry blossom trees that we added to our layout earlier in the year. Really happy with how those turned out and looking forward to going through this new set of instructions and building this awesome version of the Natural History Museum. The original version of the museum comes with 4,014 pieces. So with two copies of the set, that is 8,028. Of those parts, this museum uses 6,664. So really high part usage out of the existing parts in these two sets, and there are no additional parts required to build the museum as it's laid out in the instructions. A couple of changes that I'm going to make for compatibility with our layout here in the Lego room. I'm going to build this on mills modules. So we'll have, the 2.5 base plates underneath done with mills, which will add a few extra parts there. And then I will do some initial wiring underneath so that we can ultimately have, the street lights lighting up here as well as lighting inside the museum. I think that will, just really add some extra coolness to the build. Always a big fan of having things on the mills modules so that it is, easy to plug it in and out of the layout here in the Lego room, easy to take out to shows with us and display if we desire. And, I think that it also really, gives us a greater ease with which we can add lighting to the set, which I think will be really cool in this particular case. Now, in terms of exterior details and changes, the obvious difference between this new version of the museum and the original set design is the extra floor that's been added here. I think that is going to be really useful, adds a lot of extra footprint and space to put in interesting details inside the modular. One of the other key differences you'll notice here is that in addition to going up, this particular set of instructions goes wide with the museum as well. You can see in the set here, it's got 2 windows on each side, whereas the Double Natural History Museum adds a 3rd set of windows and even has a sort of side entrance area here with a nice tree over there, which I think will be cool. That'll mean that this building can live on a corner module. It'll look really cool. Love the fact that they've added some details on the side. It makes sense for a lot of the modulars to just be forward-facing details, nothing on the side, so that they can just plug into the middle of a street in your Lego city. But it is nice when you've got the option to have, a really cool side portion of the model in addition to all the great details on the front. Other things worth noting here, doesn't really seem like that upper roof level has changed compared to the original modular building, which I think is good. It that original design was really nice. Love the skylights in there and the architectural details on each end as well as in the middle here. Really nice. And, with that, as I mentioned, the museum has been lengthened in this new set of instructions here. And I like the fact that they've gone with, an uneven floor height. So that top floor is not the same footprint as the two floors below it. Gives you another nice little roof detail here, but also just breaks up the shape of the building a bit, makes it not too boxy, gives it a nice, interesting sort of silhouette that I think will, look quite nice in the city and will differentiate it from other buildings that we have. With the lighting, really think it's going to pop for a set like this with the, sort of interesting atrium details on each floor. And, it'll really help with being able to see and appreciate all the different displays inside these different windows and rooms on the museum. So really happy about that. And, I think we can add some lighting on the side street portion over here as well. Again, big fan of the work that they've done with the awning here. It's kind of mirroring and taking inspiration from the skylights on the roof. And I can definitely see this side of the structure being really interesting. And, again, I think lighting will help with making that pop and stick out in a nice way. The other detail that I really appreciate is the inclusion of another dinosaur skeleton in here. The set already came with this one over here, but I think the inclusion of the Triceratops is really cool. Be another awesome display inside the museum. And, it'll be interesting to see how all the different floors come together in this instruction set and compare against the original modular design. Now, we've obviously got both sets here ready to go. I've got a number of Mills modules ready to go as well. So hoping to get this built in the next week or so here and added into the city. So stay tuned for video updates on the finished build and how it ends up integrating into our Lego city. And I'll include a link below to the Isibricks page on Rebrickable, so you can check out this set of instructions as well as the other instruction sets that they have for sale there. I highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, big fan of the cherry blossom trees. They've worked out really well. And, like I said, when I saw this particular instruction set pop up, was really excited about it as it, takes an already cool modular and upgrades it in a number of, really fun and interesting ways. So looking forward to seeing the finished product in our city. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.